Hi students and friends, welcome to the channel Learn and Teach by Ayaz. I will continue my topic microorganisms and diseases for grade or level 8. The learning outcomes are from the book International Lower Secondary Science, book 3 published by Marshall Cavendish Education. The learning outcomes for this lesson are to recognize that some microorganisms can cause diseases, to describe a range of mechanisms by which microorganisms enter the body. What are infectious diseases? Infectious diseases are diseases that are caused by pathogens. Infectious diseases are caused by pathogens. These diseases are contagious also, as these diseases can be transmitted by animals, humans, insects, or other agents. Are contagious. Examples are SARS, which is severe acute respiratory syndrome, influenza, the common cold, hepatitis A and B, germs of pathogens. Both germs and pathogens can cause disease. Germs are tiny organisms while pathogens are microorganisms. Germs, tiny organisms. Pathogens, microorganisms. What happens to a person when a germ enters into her body? If a germ manages to enter a person's body, it will use the energy and nutrients from that person. Germs uses the energy and nutrients of that person. It also multiplies to increase its population and destroy healthy cells. How microorganisms cause diseases? As I have already explained, microorganisms that cause disease are known as pathogens. These cause disease either by arousing our immune system or by blocking our body's normal processes. These causes cause disease either by arousing or stimulating our immune system or by blocking our body's normal processes. Our body's normal processes. When our immune system gets stimulated, we experience high fever, inflammation, and other symptoms. Immune system stimulated. Then we experience high fever, inflammation, and other symptoms. One more thing, that is not only humans catch diseases, animals and plants also become sick or ill whenever germs or pathogens enter their bodies. Even bacteria can also become sick or get killed. Some viruses, these are the viruses, known as bacteriophages. Yes, attack and kill bacteria. Bacteriophages attack and kill bacteria. Remember, these are viruses. Disease caused by viruses are called viral diseases. Some of the common viral diseases are COVID-19, flu or common cold, chickenpox, dengue fever, hepatitis, measles, mumps, rabies, rubella, smallpox, yellow fever, diseases like AIDS. AIDS mean acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. And SARS are also viral diseases. SARS is severe acute respiratory syndrome. These pictures show some viral diseases. This one is poliomyelitis, disease caused by bacteria called bacterial diseases. Some of the common bacterial diseases are cholera, diphtheria, leprosy, pneumonia, tetanus, tuberculosis, typhoid fever, whooping cough, bacterial meningitis, anthrax, and botulism, etc. These are some bacterial disease images. This image shows an image of a citrus plant. This is citrus plant infected with citrus crack canker. Citrus plant infected with citrus canker. Fungal diseases, the disease caused by fungi. Some of the common fungal diseases are oral thrush, ringworm, jock itch, valley fever, histoplasmosis, etc. Some of the fungal infections in plants. Fungal infections in plants include mildew, blight, rust, leaf spot, wilt coils, scab, gall, canker, root rot, dieback, etc. These images show fungal diseases in humans and plants. Diseases caused by other microorganisms. Now I will talk about diseases caused by other microorganisms besides bacteria, viruses, and fungi. These diseases are transmitted by vectors. These diseases are transmitted by vectors. Vectors are organisms that transmit a disease or parasite from one animal or plant to another. Some examples of such diseases are malaria, dengue fever, West Nile virus, yellow fever, chagas, sleeping sickness, etc. This image is of a mosquito responsible for causing malaria. Mosquito, malaria. Interestingly, dengue fever is also caused by a mosquito. Dengue fever. The difference is that malaria is caused when a female Anopheles mosquito bites, and dengue fever is caused when one is bitten by a mosquito with a zebra crossing on its body. Both are fatal. How microorganisms enter our body? Where there are so many ways or routes by which a microorganism gets entry into our body. Many routes. This can be either through droplets in the air, eating contaminated food or drink, eating or consuming contaminated food or drink, indirect contact like sharing items, toothbrush, spoon, glass, direct physical contact with humans or contact with animals, direct contact with humans or animals. Here are some common mode of transmission. So I've already discussed droplets in the air, indirect contact like sharing items, spoon, towel, razors, glass, waterborne or foodborne, vector-borne, when the vector like mosquito responsible for the transmission of disease. The first mode of transmission is through droplets in air. You see in this video, the person is continuously coughing, and in this way, he's contaminating the air, in fact, bombarding with pathogens. This video shows the bombardment of millions and billions of pathogens in air. These droplets carry germs with them. Droplets carry germs with them. And germs spread when a person sneezes or coughs. And germs spread when a person sneezes or coughs. When we breathe in that air, we will have we will have higher chances of getting these germs, which then cause infection in our body. When we breathe in that air, we'll have higher chances of getting these germs. Which then cause infection. In our body. These diseases are therefore also known as airborne diseases. Airborne diseases. Some examples of airborne diseases are common cold, chicken pox, mumps, measles, whooping cough, COVID-19, TB. TB is a short form tuberculosis, diphtheria, meningitis. etc. We all love eating out, especially Southeast Asian people, and there are over millions of outlets offering some mouth-watering snacks, desi foods, baked and fried items, etc. Some restaurants and franchises maintain good hygiene, but not all of them are on the same board because most of these outlets operate in the open air and they don't care much about hygiene as long as foodies are rushing in. So the point is that some of the food and drinks available in these outlets might be contaminated with bacteria and germs. Food and drinks contaminated. When I say contaminated, means with bacteria and germs. Then what happened? We usually suffer from various kinds of diseases. Some are controllable while others are fatal. And many people die around the world due to eating this contaminated food. Many people die due to eating contaminated food or consuming contaminated drinks. Here are some examples of infection and diseases as a result of consuming contaminated food or water, drinks. E. coli infection, which is food poisoning. E. coli infection. Hepatitis A, all the form of hepatitis. Hepatitis A till B, C, D. Norovirus, travelers, diarrhea, dysentery, cholera, typhoid, etc. Body fluids. This mode of transmission takes place when one person donates his her blood to another person. Blood transfusion. We call it blood transfusion. Using needles and syringes already contaminated with blood carrying germs. Using syringes, needles contaminated with germs. In this way, germs easily transfer and cause infection, mostly fatal or sometimes incurable. This list include dengue fever, hepatitis A till E, HIV, which is human immunodeficiency virus, human T cell lymphotrophic virus, HTLV, AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, and others. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus. HTLV, human T cell lymphotrophic virus. Last mode of transmission involved vectors. I have already talked about vectors in the previous slide. Vectors are organisms that transmits a disease or parasite from one animal or plant to another. This is animated video for some mosquitoes flying around. This is a video of mosquito larvae swimming in standing or dirty water. Now examples include malaria, dengue fever, West Nile virus, yellow fever, chagas, sleeping sickness, etc. Thanks for watching. Press like and share my video. For more videos, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon.